GTA 6 map leaks have been blowing our minds. So far, we're looking at a map that includes not just Vice City but possibly Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and even Palm Beach, all in one. It's like Rockstar is combining all of this South Florida into one giant playground. And get this, a presidential bunker rumored to be inspired by the real-life Kennedy bunker on a peanut island could be part of the game, and imagine exploring this abandoned relic, uncovering dark secrets from the Cold War era, and maybe even scoring a rare weapon, like a presidential special 1911 pistol. The possibilities are insane, and we are just scratching the surface. Stay tuned for more. And starting off with, Spray in GTA 6 has a theme park. Florida is known for its amusement parks. A dirty Disney and Universal would be incredible to see. Possibility of a third city, red description. So, I feel at least a small city needs to be at the Panhandle, or there won't be anything to do in that part. We're definitely getting 1 to 3 coastal towns, if not one big and one small city. It's a whole state. Sam's been trying to do this for a while, it seems. Gonna be disappointed if there's only Vice City and 2 or 3 towns. The San Andreas map is my favorite in that regard because there's dozens of little towns. The 5 map was depressingly empty. Honestly, the map will still feel small if they don't bring back things from GTA San Andreas like the gyms, restaurants, clothing stores, etc. And in GTA 5 you have Los Santos, Sandy Shores, Paleto Bay, and Grapeseed kinda. Most of everything was in Los Santos. Sandy Shores had an ammunition, a barbershop, and I think a decent amount of missions. Paleto Bay had an ammunition and a couple of missions. Grapeseed had like 2 missions. Outside of story, most of the map is completely dead, compared to GTA San Andreas, where pretty much every town, no matter how small, had a decent amount of stuff in a free play, including purchasable property, even if said town had no missions in or around it at all. So GTA San Andreas is definitely the best, but GTA 6 might actually cover that. Different now to mechanics. In 5, they introduced a second mechanic, Benny, that allowed you to take certain vehicles there and to receive specialist upgrades you couldn't get at the regular pay and spray. What would I like to see added to 6 is different types of mechanics dotted around the world who specialize in certain things, such as if you want to upgrade your vehicle to an off-road monster, then take it to the redneck in the countryside. If you want to make your supercar faster, then take it to the premium dealer in a city. And if you want to modify an old car, then take it to a classics workshop. So what do you guys think? I know it could be frustrating for some having to travel to different points all the time, but I feel it would make interact more with the world around you when you travel for it. Next up, what do you think? Red Dead 3 will get released 5 years after GTA 5, and when the year will be the Red Dead 3 comes out. I feel like actually the Red Dead 2 should be the final one, but the Rockstar might milk it and get the third version of it. Dumb question, will GTA 6 version of Vice City can be combination of a Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach? So, in the original 2002 game, Vice City is solely based on Miami and Miami Beach, even though Google says that they are both their own separate municipalities with their respective governing bodies, as I'm pretty sure people still refer to both of them as Miami in general. Being the curious George I decided to look on Google Maps to look at how big Miami was and had a brain-blowing moment. Being from the Midwest, I never knew that Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach were literally right next to each other. And it still baffles me how each are different city, even though all 3 of them look like one giant one. I've only been as far down as Daytona Beach, and mainly cause I've always wanted to visit the Speedway. So I decided to have a look at a GTA 6 mapping project and saw something also of a stuff north of Vice City still unknown. Anything north of Pelican Harbor, placeholder name in the real life name, I know is all speculated. It's not 100% sure, where North Point Mall from the trailer is also speculated, as you can tell by the green dot with a red circle. A green dot with a red circle is where they think the trailer shot is speculated to be. Also taking the predicted shaded area for how big they think the city is, and seeing how little we know about up north of Vice City, it got me asking this question. Seeing that the leaks show that a Kennedy bunker is going to be in a game labeled as presidential bunker in the picture and is speculated to be in that area and is located in Palm Beach, which makes this question have more weight to it, meaning that north of Vice City could have areas of Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach, and the farther we go north in the game. So is the city going to expand more north than the mapping project predicts? But the main question, does this mean that GT6 version of Vice City could possibly be a combination of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach? What do you guys think on this one? The presidential bunker. One of the areas found through the leaked footage, which I will not show, shows of a location labeled as a presidential bunker, meaning that this is a location we can find and explore in the state of Lanita. The team at the mapping project has placed this on a small island north of Vice City called Peanut Island. This is actually a real-life location. The bunker is possibly based off the real detachment hotel, aka the Kennedy bunker. It was made while JFK was in office in case of a nuclear war, if he was in Florida at that time. My theory is that in the game, the bunker is abandoned and you find a door to the place as Jason and Lucia and find out that it's possible locked from the island. You climb on a hill that the bunker is in, and through the real world event, the ground gives way and you fall through right into the bunker, and now a side mission starts and your main objective is to find a way out. In here you would find a few skeletons and thought a bit of detective work looking through a few written papers. You would find out that during the highest point of the Cold War, a few Secret Service decided to lock themselves inside thinking that a nuclear war was about to start. And you also learn that they refused to go back outside and starved to death. Also, for your troubles, this can be an area to find a rare weapon. As for me, I would have it to be a 1911 pistol labeled as a presidential special. Eventually you find a door and manage to unlock it and get out. This is all just speculation and just how I would have the bunker in the game. Also figured I would just tell you all that this is a real location. Next up we go for GT6 releasing late on PC, and it's not that hard to understand. Realistically and logically speaking, there's no excuse for Rockstar to delay the PC version by 1+ years. They are not an indie game company, they're one of the biggest game publishers out there, and there's also kind of reasons people like to state. Even a former Rockstar dev stated it, but actually it's all because they want players to buy it twice, once on consoles, once on PC, and I don't know why it's hard for people to understand that. They could very well port the PC version of GT6 and launch it at the same time as the consoles, but they simply won't because it will be more profitable for them to work on it and release it later than to launch it on every profitable platform all at once. Anyway, I feel this needed to be said. Next up we go for, I think we're getting a reputation bar. I haven't seen any concrete proof for that in the leaks, but when I came to think about it, it just made sense. GT6 will have social media, TV reporting events, witnesses, etc. Reddit 2 had an honor system and bounties, which had small impacts on the story. In the leaks, probable spoiler warning, we can see that there are 4 relationships options: pragmatic, romantic, and the cool chaotic. Basically, I think that the missions we do will gain attraction from the media, and we could have fans just like Bonnie and Clyde, but depending on whether we are seen as cool or chaotic, which could be materialized as the reputation bar outside of the missions. We could be hated as terrorists or adored as celebrities. I think we'll have some missions where we'll have to decide if we go cool or chaotic, which will impact our reputation, same with random events or if we decide to randomly shoot people in the streets. I don't think there will be bounties, but this reputation system could also be an equivalent, or perhaps there will be notoriety. It's just an idea that came to my mind. Let me know what do you guys think, and please, I don't want to see people downvoting without expressing why. Thank you. Next up we go. Anyone slightly disappointed by the faces in the GT6 trailer? I will admit my expectations are sky high, and I do think the faces look really good, but I just don't see any differences in how the faces are animated when compared to Red Dead 2. I was blown away graphically by Red Dead 2, but the close-ups of the characters talking felt almost like it was in Uncanny Valley territory, because while the faces look so real, the mouse movements, blinking, and eye movements were still quite robotic, and judging by the trailer, I feel like all of those issues are still present, and in the trailer at least. Any thoughts? No online trophies for GTA 6. Does anyone know how I would be able to petition Rockstar to not add a mandatory online trophy to GTA 6? I love GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, but I hate the fact that they add these trophies in that force players that want to get all of the trophies to play online. I get these games to experience the world and play by myself, and I hate being forced to play online to get griefed by people as I don't even want to play with. I also doubly annoying. Doubly annoying if you get a game like Red Dead 2 10 years down the line and there are no servers to even get the online trophy. Yeah, a petition like that would do absolutely nothing, so all you can do is wait and hope. Even still, there is no telling they won't add in a wave of online trophies via DLC in a future either at all. I don't care if Rockstar monetizes the hell out of the GTA 6 online too, as long as they keep it out of single player. As long as we get an amazing experience from the single player and you get everything it offers right out of the box for $70, I'll be happy, besides paid DLC similar to the Ballad of Gay Tony, which is unlikely, lol. That's all we got for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.